Welcome to the Artist Impact Podcast, helping you gain confidence, grow your talent, and advance your impact.
Hey everyone, how is it going at your place? I hope you're doing well. I'm Paul Gibbs and got some more information here for you on the Artist Impact Podcast. You know, a lot of people ask us, and or maybe they ask somebody else as well, or they just ask themselves, or maybe you've just brought this to the Lord in prayer, and that's a good thing too. And you say, I'm just launching my music career. All right, I've got some songs. I've written my own songs. Maybe I'm doing cover songs. Maybe I'm doing both. And, you know, I think they're pretty good. So how do I let the world know about them? And you start feeling discouraged because you're wondering, first of all, how do I get out there on social media? Well, and second of all, if I might know a little bit about how to do that, but I don't have any followers. So-and-so, my goodness, they put out this group or this artist put out a YouTube video or posted something on Facebook, and it's got a 1.2 gazillion likes and follows and plays, and you're like, oh, man, I'll never. Well, all right, well, hang on. Let me give you a little bit of information on this, maybe a little advice, and maybe help you to at least get started. Because you know what? Friend, if you don't start, right? Okay. Or if you do start without any plan, you aim at nothing, you're going to hit it every time. All right. And it won't take you long in that scenario to just get to the point where you're discouraged and you just stop even shooting. All right. If you know what I'm talking about, you don't even, why bother? Okay. Well, anyway, so the question is, how do I get my social media going? Instagram, Facebook, all those, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. If I'm just starting out, I don't have any fans or followers. All right. So many of us have asked that question. Well, and it's a natural question to ask since, if we don't get our music out there, then usually the question is, well, why bother even doing it? And sometimes it's like the artist who paints just for their own pleasure. Just want to paint something. They hang it on the living room wall, and that's fine. And you know what? There are musicians out there who just write music and sing songs just for their own pleasure. And that's fine. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about you want to get your music out there. And so you're wondering how to do it. Well, again, there are ways to build your promotions, to build your following if you don't have any followers. Okay, now we're going to give you some tips here on how to do that. And first of all, the best way to get started is, some people call this planting seeds or seeding the tip jar. All right. And you might, you ever walk in, maybe you've walked into a place and there's somebody playing the piano or playing the guitar, and they've got their guitar case open, or they've got a big wine glass or something on the piano, and there's money in it. And if your timing is right, you may have noticed that there's money in it before they even start. Okay. I don't know, maybe somebody was giving them some money to make them start, or maybe giving them some money to stop. I don't know. Anyway, no, I'm sorry. So anyway, but you learn quickly, you never put out an empty tip jar, or you never put out an empty guitar case. Nobody is going to put money in it because nobody wants to be first. And there's this thing about value, perceived value. So if somebody walks by and you're playing your guitar and your guitar case has got a few bucks in it, then people walking by are going to think, okay, somebody else thought that this music was good, and I'm thinking it's good too. And also maybe there's the embarrassment factor. I don't know, people just don't want to be first, but if somebody else has already done it, then they are likely to do it as well. All right, so this is what they call social proof. Okay, when it comes to building a social presence from zero, you use this same technique to build a following using the fans that you already have within reach. Okay, so what works with the guitar case or the tip jar can also work on social media. So what do? So you find friends and family, okay, even if you have to pay them, who are already online, where they are online, and you ask them to follow you. All right, to subscribe to your YouTube channel, to follow you on Facebook, to click the like button. Okay, one thing about friends and family is generally they want to see you succeed. So asking them to follow your social presences on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, is not really that big of a favor. But here's the thing: don't just ask them to follow you; ask them to promote you to their own followers and friends. Okay. Yeah, say, hey, give me a like, whatever, subscribe, but also, would you do me a little favor and promote and share? Okay, so it's, hey, no, it's free to subscribe to the channels and the pages and stuff. So you're not asking them to spend money unless they say, okay, well, yeah, I'll subscribe to you for this much. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So make it easy for them to promote you by starting out with something fun for them to share. All right, give them something fun. Perhaps your first song or your first video or your first post. Okay. And then number 2, post consistently. Friends, we talk about this all the time because we want to be consistent in letting you know that you need to be what? Yes, consistent. Okay. Posting consistently powers the engine behind growing your following. Think about the successful companies that are out there. Whether it's a car dealership or, a store, whatever it might be, they are successful in large part because they advertise consistently. All right, your feed, your Instagram, your Facebook needs to provide a regular stream of interesting and entertaining things for your followers. All right, and don't get discouraged if you've only got a few so far. That's okay. Keep doing it. Don't give up. Remember the saying, most people don't actually fail, they just don't succeed fast enough. So keep going. And the easiest is most natural way to do this is following a release schedule. That way you're consistently spacing out the release of your music, your videos, your remixes, posting about your shows, your events, your merchandise, and more over time instead of dumping it all at once. You don't want to post 15 times in the first week and then it's a month before you do it again. Okay? No, do not do that. You have to come up with a calendar of releases and then you have something to talk about on your social presences before, during, and after the release. We're talking about release of a song, release of a new video, a new lyric video. And because you've planned out a whole year, we're talking about a whole year here, friends. Planning out the whole year in advance, your future followers will have interesting things to enjoy in your feed when they discover you. Ah, okay. That's something that a lot of us haven't thought about. All right. You're posting now. You're just starting out. And you're posting about whatever. Okay? You're posting about your releases. You're posting about your music. You're posting some entertaining stuff that might, like this podcast. We're posting this because we want to help you. Okay, so you're posting stuff that's going to help people, not just about your music, but if it's a ministry with your music, you're posting ministry things. You're posting stuff, and you're scheduling that out a year. Why? You're discouraged because you've only got 5. I'm just picking a number. You've got 5 people following, okay, and after a month, you've got 6, okay? But you know what? It's like this huge rock that you just keep pushing, and you push it, and you push it, and you push it, and you've got to keep pushing it, and then after a while, and I have found this to be true myself, after a while, that rock starts rolling, and then you don't have to push it anymore, then you just have to steer it. Okay, it's going to happen, believe me. So where I was going with this was you got to think as you're posting for that first month or two, think about the people that are going they haven't heard of you yet, but they're going to start following you in 6 months or 8 months or a year from now. And they're going to look back at what you've posted the first month or two or three. Okay? All right, keep that in mind. All right. Number 3, produce the types of posts that social media platforms reward and get recommended to people outside your network. So, what are we talking about here? Well, most social platforms have goals to boost engagement with their service. To ensure that people are interacting with their service and spending time on it, what they do is they often reward those posts that they think will increase engagement and view time. For instance, YouTube does this by promoting certain videos and posts to you, as well as recommended lists to check out. So getting your content caught up in this cycle can grow your views and followers exponentially. I want to give you an example from my own YouTube channel. Okay. About 4 years ago, I did a video. Did a video of a cover song. And I did it right here in my studio. It was me singing the song. The song was called You Are My Hiding Place. You Are My Hiding Place. That song didn't do much for a very long time. But then YouTube, however this works, YouTube started suggesting that video to viewers of other videos. And all of a sudden, it seemed like no time at all, the video was up to like 7,000 views. It happens. Believe me, it happens. So get that stuff on there, friends. Get that on there. Okay. All right. So if you want to know more about how that works, shoot us an email, info@notespiremusic.com. And before I continue, I want to ask you, friends, to please subscribe to us on YouTube. We are YouTube Music TV. No, we're not. Paul, come on, say it right. We are YouTube. Oh my goodness, where's my coffee? We are Notespire Music TV on YouTube. There we go. I got it right. Notespire Music TV. Check us out there for other videos like this one to kind of help you do what God has called you to do. We are on Facebook at Notespire Music, Instagram, Notespire Music. And I'd like to just let you know that I am my own ministry, Paul Gibbs Music, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube as well. And check out that video I was talking about. It's called "You Are My Hiding Place," as well as many other songs and music videos on there. All right. So, and of course, our email, info@notespiremusic.com. Number 4, follow fans of similar artists. Yeah, if it's like pay it forward, friends. Yeah. You may see somebody with a whole bunch of likes and views, and you're wishing that you could be just like them when you grow up. Yeah. Well, follow them. Like them. Why? Because that's going to associate you with your posts with theirs. Again, the whole algorithm thing. All right. It will identify and research artists who are similar to you, but who have received more coverage and promotion than you have. And by doing that, you're going to learn exactly where your potential fans are located because, why? These other artists have already found them for you. It works, friends. All these things seem like little things, but you put them all together and they work. If you start following these fans and create posts that they can discover and enjoy, they're likely to see those posts and follow you back. Okay? All right, you got that. All right, last one. Add your social media links wherever you have a presence online. In other words, every time a fan or a potential fan lands on one of your online places, your page, your post, whatever, your website, YouTube page, whatever, you can make it easy for them to find you and follow you, okay? So you want to have all those links, your follow buttons and your links all over your online presence and any emails that you send out, okay? You can add links, you can add QR codes on your banners and posters if you have them that you're passing out, and promoting the fact that they can interact and contact you wherever, okay? All right, so to sum this up, friends, all right, so the main thing I don't want you to do is I don't want you to get discouraged and quit. Please. You have been given a wonderful gift. No matter what point you're at, as far as your musical ability, as far as how many fans and followers you have, God gave you the gift, and He wants you to use it. Now, the final piece of advice I have for you, we've said this many times before: keep the Lord, keep God in the forefront. Okay, remember the gift came from Him. The gift is all about Him. Okay, it's His to direct. It's His to use. You want to do it in the way that He directs you to do it. If you go off on your own and start worshiping the music, if you know what I mean, instead of Him, it's not going to work. You're going to hit one dead end after another. And the biggest weapon, there we go, that the enemy has is discouragement. And if you are following the music instead of following God, discouragement will set in real quick, and the enemy's goal is to get you to quit. That's end of story. And if that's what you're thinking of, get your eyes back on the Lord, because He's the one. He's the one that gave you the music, the gift. He's the one that's going to direct you if you'll ask Him. And He is the one that's going to give you the success. And it will be success in His way. And that's the only way to enjoy real success. And that is what we want you to do. If Notespire Music can help you in what God has called you to do, please get in touch with us, info@notespiremusic.com. Please visit our website at notespiremusic.com. Again, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Notespire Music, and visit our YouTube channel at Notespire Music TV. I'm Paul Gibbs, and thank you for letting me share with you on this episode of the Notespire Music Artist Impact. We will see you next time. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. We'll see you next time. Until then, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless. See you next time. Bye-bye.
The Artist Impact Podcast is a production of Notespire Music, LLC. At Notespire Music, we empower independent Christian musicians to grow their God-given music potential by refining their craft and extending their music ministry reach through mentorship, training, trusted resources, music production, and artist promotion. Notespire Music, helping you gain confidence, grow your talent, and advance your impact. For more information, visit notespiremusic.com. That's NOTESPIREMUSIC.com.